Now in the previous I've told how to find out the inverse of matrix using the row operation. Now I'm telling you how to find out the inverse using the column operations. So for the column operations, we will take A equals to AI, and here we'll do the changes in I, and this A will remain same. So here this A will remain same, and we will do the changes in this I. So now in the column operation, again we have to make this one as I. Okay, we have to make this one as I. So for doing so, first we should get here 1. So we already have 1 here, so that's okay. Now this should be 0. So for making this one 0, here we will do the column operations only. Okay, and if you are trying with the column operation, then until you get the answer, you have to use the column operation only. Okay, you cannot mix both row and column together here in the same question. So if you are following the column, go with the column. If you are doing it with the row, then go with the row only. So here I'm taking the column operation. So here you can write this C2 as C2 plus C1, because this can be reduced to 0 if you do this operation here. So here C1 column 1 will come as it is. There will be changes in the C2 only. So 1 minus 1, it will be 0, and 3 plus 2, it will be 5. Alright, then here our second column, first column will come as it is. Second column will be C2 plus C1 1, here it will be 1. So now we got this one. Now, so we got the first row, it's fine. Now we have to make this one as 1. So how can you get this one? So here you can see you have 2 here. If you multiply this row with 2, okay, and if you subtract with this C2, then I think you will get 1 here. So C2 can be written as C2, or one more thing can be done. Here we need this one here 1. So what we will do here, you can divide this C2 with 1 by 5. Actually, if I'll do anything with C2 and C1, this again 1 will come here. So that's why it's better we can divide this C2 with 5. So it will be 1, 2, 0 and 1. And on the right it will be A 0, 1 by 5, 0, 1 by 5. Okay, so this will be our change. Now here we got this one only. This is the problem 2. We need here 0. So for doing this, what changes you can do here? The changes will be, you can write C1 as C1 minus twice of C2. After this I'm doing here. So here you can write this C1 as C1 minus twice of C2. Now why I am doing this? See here we have 1, here we have 2. We have to make this one as 0. If you multiply this column with 2, and if we subtract this one, so 2 minus 2, it will become 0. So that's why we're doing it here. So here we get C1 minus twice of C2. So you have to multiply this full column with 2 and then subtract it. Or either I just told before also, you can multiply this full column with minus 2 and add this with the first column. So it will be 0. Minus 2 into 0 will be 0. So first row here, it will be first column, it will be 1. Here minus 2 plus 2, it will be 0, and this 0 1 will come as it is. Now A. Now the next one here, again what we have to do here we have to multiply this row with minus 2. Multiply this row with minus 2 and add it with the first column. So it will be 1. It will be 1 minus 2 by 5, and this one is okay. So you can write it minus 2 by 5, and the second column will be no change, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. If you simplify that one, so you will get A, here you get 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5, and here 1 by 5, and here also 1 by 5. So here our A inverse, this is our A inverse. A inverse will be 3 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, and 1 by 5. That's our answer. So like this you can find out the inverse using the column operation. So now it's your choice. Either you can use the column operation or either you can use the row operation.